Welcome back to the Watch Later channel. This will be video number 5 and it's just a continuation of me sharing things that I find interesting online. My goal is to keep things positive and hopefully help some of you watching discover some new things. As always, all the links to these videos will be timestamped and posted below for you to watch things at your own pace. I do not own any of these videos, so if you see a random video jump or audio cut, it's likely because of copyright. Anyway, here are your random videos I saved to watch later. And I'm going to start things out in the STEM category, and STEM is an acronym that is short for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. This is related to those fields. This video is called How Robots Could End Animal Captivity in Zoos and Marine Parks, and this is a part of the Just Might Work series uploaded by Freethink. And this video talks about the usage of animatronics, or the potential usage of animatronics in zoos and other wildlife spaces and marine parks. And for those who aren't familiar, animatronics are a mechanical puppet or robot that mimics lifelike behaviors, creating realistic movements, expressions, and sounds for entertainment or storytelling. So that is what this video is about.
This might look like a real dolphin, but it's a robot.
Nobody believed it was a robot. Everybody believed it was real.
It's an impressive feat of engineering, but it's a
I mean, if I saw this in a swimming pool or in any body of water, I would assume that this is real. It looks very real. There's not even any wires or anything connected to it.
bigger deal than that. This robot could save the marine park industry and free the 3,000 dolphins, whales, and porpoises that are basically
locked up. You can sugarcoat it, you can paint their tank, but they're literally locked up.
And that's the complicated problem with zoos and marine parks. On one hand, we lock up wild animals for our own entertainment. On the other, they provide the only venue for everyone to see and interact with the natural world.
And so I understand what they mean and what the presenter is saying there. It's kind of a trade-off. We want to know about these animals and learn about them and observe them, but at the same time, we also have to understand that this is a living creature that is meant to roam in way or a lot more vast spaces than we are holding them in. So it's kind of a cruel thing, and I understand the scientific purposes and wanting to study, but at the same time, I do think that technology is good enough where we can replace these animals in these exhibits with animatronics, and I don't see why anybody would or should have a problem with that. But anyway, I gave this video a like because it was really interesting. It jumps a little bit behind the scenes about the creators of this, and goes back to show images like this, where this is actually from over 20 years ago. They had developed this technology for the movie industry, and so you can only imagine where things are now with this stuff. But it's just interesting to always see what people are able to come up with, different solutions, and how technology can be used to enhance our lives. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and jump to the next video. Okay, so jumping to the category of art, this video is called 11-Year-Old Artist Becomes a Sensation in Legos. And this video was uploaded by CGT in Africa. And this video is about a really young, talented artist that is just putting out some extremely good hyperrealism art. And this video is from some years ago. And of course, this artist is still around, has grown up. But I've always found this video interesting, and I haven't came back to it in a while.
He is arguably Nigeria's youngest professional artist. Waris began drawing at the age of 6 and turned professional at the age of 8. He describes his art genre as hyperrealism, and you just need to take a look at some of his works to understand. His artworks are lifelike, with great attention and emphasis to the minutest of details.
I mean, this is incredible. Again, there's people that have been drawing for many years that don't come close to this level of realism, and anybody that's ever tried to draw knows how difficult it can be to achieve something like this. And this is incredible, just all of the shading and everything. This is a really talented young man.
I shall focus on it to get the detail in the picture and in the artwork too. Anything in the artwork must be in the anything in the picture will be in the artwork. That's if anybody sits, person will think whether is for
Aesthetics that have deep meanings as
something going around me, especially.
So I was curious where this artist was now in life, and so I did a little bit of research. And this is the artist here, Kareem Waris. I apologize if I'm pronouncing the name incorrectly, but this is his Instagram, and so he's still drawing, he's still producing art. So it's good to see he's still doing things that are involved with his passion. And I was able to also find some of these pictures that it looks like a news article did on him when he was younger. But again, this extreme hyperrealism, excuse me, my throat is really dry. There's so many talented people out there in the world, and this is just another one of them. And there's so many talented people that we may not ever know about just because they aren't online or they aren't on, being shown by anyone else. But again, it's just always nice to see, and I really enjoy watching people do what they're passionate about. But again, go check this artist out if you can. There's his Instagram. Maybe he sells his art. I'm not sure. But anyway, I just felt that it's somebody that should get some recognition because a lot of people have never heard of him before. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and jump to the next video. Okay, jumping into the music category, music and sound category. This video is called Windows XP Startup Sound 800% Slower. And this is uploaded by Anthony 70mil99. And this video I thought was interesting because somebody took the Windows XP startup sound when you turn on the computer and they just slowed it down. And I often do that with music. I'll just take something and kind of slow it down to see how it sounds or pitch it down. And it's just a really creative way to explore sound. And so that's what this video is. It's short, but it's also kind of transformative. It's very peaceful. So yeah, that's it. Apologize for this kind of popping up there at the end, but yeah, I often slow things down. I've never made anything that slow, but it honestly makes me want to try doing it for other things. But I found that it's a way to really appreciate the sound and thought and layout and design and engineering that goes into the production of sound. So that's interesting. I'm gonna give that video a like, and actually I'm gonna jump back because I don't remember if I gave the last video a like. Give that a like. Okay, I'm gonna jump back, but yeah, the Windows sound really cool and really creative way to enjoy music and other sounds. So it's definitely something I'll try out. And if you haven't tried slowing down music or songs, maybe try doing it. It's a really nice way to just explore different sounds and also kind of develop a deeper appreciation for certain things. But anyway, I'm going to jump to the next video. Okay, this video we're jumping into the cooking category, which is something that I enjoy doing a lot. This video is called The Difference Between Baking Soda and Baking Powder. And this video is uploaded by Benjamin the Baker. And this is actually more about baking, obviously, with the name Benjamin the Baker. But it still applies to cooking, that you can learn about the science behind certain things.
In cupcakes, the baking soda or powder is necessary for a light and fluffy cake. Because baking powder already has both an acid and a base, it only needs liquid to react. Baking soda is just a base, so needs the addition of an acid. These cupcakes called for baking powder because they contained no acidic ingredients. Replacing some or all of the baking powder with baking soda.
I mean, this video I actually saved into one of my cooking playlists because it's so often that when I have to use, I write down my recipes and then sometimes I forget. I'm like, wait, was I using baking powder, baking soda? Some recipes call for both. So this video is just a nice, quick, to the point and not, some 10-minute video. It just kind of gives you a little reminder of what they do and how they react. So again, this is a good video. I definitely recommend checking it out, but I'll finish letting it play since it's a short video.
Results in a flatter and discolored cupcake because there isn't an acid for it to react with, and leaving them both out leaves a dense block.
So yeah, that's the difference in baking powder and baking soda and how they impact the foods that you make. So just little things. Again, I talk about a mixture of things. So cooking is one of them, and one of them that I enjoy doing the most. So naturally, I would have something like that here. But anyway, I'm gonna give this video a like because I learned something, and that's cool. It comes up with a little kind of fork and spoon logo, which is creative. But I'm going to jump to the next video. Okay, jumping to the automotive side, or transportation. This is uploaded by 19boozy92, which is a channel that I've talked about before. They have really high quality audio and visuals for their automotive related content and motorsports. So, excuse me, my throat is really dry. This video is called Crazy Ape Car Proto, which I'm assuming is prototype, with a Honda 600cc engine, which is a motorcycle engine, and is up, I guess, the operator or rider or driver. I'm not really sure if it's a motorcycle slash cart. It's Laurice Rosati Show Plus Onboard. That's the title. Apologize if I butcher any names. But yeah, I'd never heard of one of these before, but I thought this was interesting, and I'll show the video and then I'll talk a little bit about the ape cart, I guess they call it. I mean, I've just never seen anything like this. This is just wild. So you have like the two slicks in the rear, and then you have the one wheel up front, which is I'm assuming, which is helping it steer a lot faster. Okay, so it's like motorcycle controls inside. Yeah, this is really interesting. I definitely recommend going to check this video out. This guy pushes this cart pretty hard, and it's funny that he has the Lightning McQueen cars kind of layout on there. So that's pretty funny. But I was curious about these, so I looked it up. These come from the Piaggio Ape, and the Piaggio Ape was initially marketed as the Vespa car, or the Tri-Vespa. It's a three-wheeled light commercial vehicle manufactured and marketed by Piaggio as an adaptation of the company's Vespa scooter. It has been in continuous production since 1948, introduction, and is offered in numerous body configurations serving a range of utilitarian functions. And these are just kind of some different versions of them over the years. But yeah, obviously this one here is a more extreme one, more performance-driven, especially given the two radiators poking out the side and the Honda engine in there. But yeah, this is really interesting, random, but I've never heard of an ape car before, and now you have. So anyway, I'm going to give this a like, and I'm going to jump to the next video. It's really off topic, but it's really cool that each one of these is almost like catered to the content. So the last one was food related. This like button was a fork and knife, and this one, it's a rolling tire. So whoever at YouTube put that out there, really cool feature, and it definitely got noticed. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and jump to the next video. Okay, jumping to video games, and this video is called 4 Minutes of Annoying Things in GTA SA. And for those who are not familiar with video games, GTA is short for Grand Theft Auto, which is a video game series by Rockstar, and SA is short for San Andreas, which is a fictional world that's based off of Los Angeles, kind of mixture of Los Angeles and San Francisco, but in Las Vegas. But this is a video game that came out in the early 2000s, I believe 2004. And it just kind of talks about the annoying things that used to happen for those who used to play the game, the little annoying things that used to happen while you were playing the game. And this is just kind of a humor video, I guess you could say. Oh, not the car flipping over. So this used to happen a lot in the game. The whole tapping into like the slightest thing would instantly throw you from a bicycle or motorcycle. But the other one of your car, if a car now in video games, if a car flips over, it doesn't instantly catch on fire. But back then, when a car flipped over, you couldn't flip it back over, and it would, even if you did manage to flip it over, it would still catch on fire. So this is what would happen. Little things in the game just kind of jumps around to show different things that happened or different things that were annoying, like this here. You fall into water and then your character's unable to climb a ladder. Just little stuff. It's just little humor. Again, only those that played the game would understand. But one thing I want to point out is from a technological standpoint, Grand Theft Auto did a really lot of big things back then, and they did a lot with the technology in these video games. And I just wanted to kind of point out some of the technological innovations. From a technological and production standpoint, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was a landmark achievement that pushed the boundaries of what was possible on the PlayStation 2 console. The development took 2 years with a team of 75 people, and ambitious scope led the numerous creative decisions and technical breakthroughs. Some of those technological innovations were the render wave engine, advanced lighting effects, real-time effects. One thing that's cool is the cutscenes in Grand Theft Auto and in a lot of Rockstar games are often real-time cutscenes. And so that's something that you don't really see often in games. And Rockstar were one of the first to kind of really refine that process. I don't know if they were the first, but they really refined that process and made their cutscenes more interesting. They have this massive world, open world, and also intelligent NPCs and AI. And I know a lot of people now like to kind of think that AI is new, but AI, or at least the term or discussions about AI, have been around since the 50s. And AI was around in the early 2000s for these video games, for the to power some of the NPCs and other effects in the game. But again, there's just so much going on in the game and just so much kind of messing around that you can do. And despite the graphics, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was probably one of the best Grand Theft Autos ever made. But anyway, I'm going to give this a like. And this, I don't think I mentioned it earlier, but this channel is called Exorb. I'm assuming that's what they're going for there. So that's the name of the channel. Go ahead and check it out. And I'm going to go ahead and jump to the next video. Okay, so we reached the end of the video. And as always, I like to end with some form of music. And this video, or this song, is called Moonwalker. And it was uploaded by the producer P-Soul. P-Soul I've been listening to for years. They sell their beats online. You can reach out to them directly in the comments, or you can go to their website and check them out. But anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and end the video with this music playing here. If you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you being a part of the journey of discovering some new things. Some of these videos may not be new, but they also may be new to some of you. So this is just my way of sharing the things that I found interesting online, and also a way to just help kind of get more eyes on some of the things that some of you may not have seen before. Anyway, with the internet being so vast, there's an infinite amount of things that I'll be covering, and this is just some of the stuff that I decided to include in this video. There's plenty of more videos, and if this one didn't include some of the things that you may be interested in, maybe the next one will. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and head out. I've just been your internet guide for a few moments of time, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.